The day I was diagnosed with terminal leukemia, I heard the inner thoughts of my fake heiress sister. Finally going to die. I've waited 10 years, this bitch is finally going to die. Once she's gone, I'll be the only daughter left in the family, and all 5 brothers will dote on me alone. I wanted to tell my brothers the truth, but they only believed the tears on Sarah's surface. My eldest brother said coldly, "Enough, Natalie. How can you still try to sow discord at a time like this? Sarah is so kind, how could she possibly curse you?" 3 months later, I coughed up blood and died. Before I died, the fake heiress leaned close to my ear and whispered, "Sister, it's so good that you're dead. You still don't know, do you? You're actually the biological daughter of this family, but no one will ever learn the truth, haha. From now on, this family will be mine." I died with unclosed eyes. When I opened them again, I had returned to the day of my diagnosis. This time, my brothers could also hear her inner thoughts. When the fake heiress shed hypocritical tears again, "Great, this bitch is finally going to die." The faces of the 5 brothers instantly changed. I lay on the hospital bed, staring at the medical report in my hand. Acute myeloid leukemia, M5 type, terminal stage. Life expectancy, 3 months. The door burst open as Sarah rushed in with red-rimmed eyes, immediately grasping my hand. "Sis. What the doctor said can't be true, right? You'll be fine." Her tears fell pit-a-pat, making her look even more heartbroken than me, the actual patient. If I hadn't been able to hear her inner thoughts in my past life, I might have genuinely been fooled by her act. "Stop pretending. Just hurry up and die already. Dragging on for 3 months, I'm waiting till the flowers wither. Once you're dead, the family's 100 billion fortune will all be mine." I watched her performance coldly, my heart devoid of any ripple. In my past life, she had pretended to be obedient in front of me like this, while secretly wishing I would drop dead. And my 5 brothers, completely fooled by her acting, never saw her true face until their dying day. This time, I'll see for myself. "Sister, why aren't you speaking? Are you feeling unwell?" Sarah shook my hand anxiously. Just then, the hospital room door swung open. 5 men in tailored suits filed in one after another. My so-called brothers. Eldest brother Charles, the group's CEO. Second brother Mark, an internationally renowned surgeon. Third brother Jacob, a top-tier lawyer. Fourth brother Lucas, an A-list movie star in the entertainment industry. Fifth brother Isaac, an esports legend. Each of them is a luminary in their respective fields, yet none has ever genuinely cared for me as their sister. In their eyes, only Sarah is the beloved younger sister they dote on. As for me? I'm merely an outsider. "Sarah, don't cry." Big brother Charles frowned. "What did the doctor say?" Sarah wiped her tears. "The doctor said sister has late-stage acute leukemia, only 3 months left." But in her heart, she was gloating, "Ha ha ha ha. 3 months. Just 3 months. My good days are finally coming. Once this bitch dies, I'll be the only heiress in the family." The moment this vicious inner voice sounded, I clearly saw, the expressions of all 5 brothers changed simultaneously. Elder brother Charles's hand trembled as he held the phone. Second brother Mark froze mid-motion while adjusting his glasses. Third brother Jacob's documents fell to the ground with a thud. Fourth brother Lucas widened his peach blossom eyes in shock. Fifth brother Isaac even stood up directly from his chair. They all turned to look at Sarah in unison, their eyes filled with disbelief. My heart stirred. Could it be, they could hear it too? In my past life, only I could hear Sarah's inner thoughts, which was why my brothers never believed what I said. But this time, their reactions were clearly off. Sarah was still putting on an enthusiastic performance, completely unaware of the anomaly. "Brothers, we must find a way to save our sister. If domestic treatment doesn't work, we'll go abroad. By the way, second brother, don't you know many specialists? Hurry and contact them for sister." Yet the voice in Sarah's heart was saying, "Stop pretending to be the good sister. What will become of me if you really cure her?" It's best if she suffers and dies in the hospital, without dragging on for even a minute. She won't be missed anyway. Crack, a crisp sound echoed. Second brother Mark had crushed the glasses in his hand. Blood dripped from his fingers. Second brother. Your hand. Sarah exclaimed, rushing forward. Don't touch me. Mark coldly shook off her hand, his voice carrying an unprecedented chill. Sarah froze. Second brother? Leaning against the hospital bed, I curled the corners of my lips into a cold smile. It seems God has finally opened his eyes. This time I'm not the only one who can hear her thoughts. Sarah was still playing dumb. Second brother, what's wrong? Are you too worried about big sister? Her eyes reddened again, tears welling up in them. I know you're hurting inside, and I'm hurting too. Thinking to herself, strange, what's up with second brother today? He's always been the one who dotes on me the most, yet today he actually shook off my hand? Whatever, I'll keep acting, they always fall for this. Fifth brother Isaac suddenly spoke up, are you really that upset? Usually the most lively, he was now staring at Sarah with a scrutinizing gaze. Of course, fifth brother. Sarah burst into tears. How could I not be heartbroken seeing sister so ill? I wish it were me who was sick instead. Ugh. I don't want to get sick at all. If anyone's going to die, it should be that bitch. I need to stay alive to inherit everything from the family. Third brother Jacob bent down to pick up the documents that had fallen on the floor, his voice completely flat. Since you're so concerned, you can stay at the hospital with Natalie these next few days. Sarah's expression froze. Panic set in her heart, what? Me stay with that bitch? I refuse to remain in such an unlucky place as a hospital. What if I catch her illness? She said with her mouth, third brother, of course I want to accompany sister, but I still have to go to school. Take leave, eldest brother Charles said coldly. I'll handle the school. Sarah bit her lip, looking troubled. But what's wrong? Fourth brother Lucas raised an eyebrow. Weren't you just saying you'd give anything to take Natalie's place in being sick? Now you won't even stay with her? Sarah was absolutely furious at this moment, damn it. What's wrong with them today? Didn't they hate Natalie the most? Why are they all speaking up for her now? I sneered inwardly. Oh Sarah, you probably couldn't even dream that they can hear every single thought in your mind, could you? It's not that I'm unwilling. Sarah grew anxious, I'm just afraid I won't take good care of my sister. Don't worry, we'll hire professional caregivers, second brother Mark said while wiping blood from his hands, you just need to keep her company and talk to her. After speaking, he looked at me, Natalie, I will contact overseas specialists to consult on your illness. Don't worry. This was the first time in 10 years that my second brother had spoken to me so gently. In the past, the look in his eyes was always cold and distant. I replied indifferently, no need to trouble yourself. It's not like it can be cured anyway. Don't talk nonsense. My fifth brother Isaac grew anxious. Medical science is so advanced now, it can definitely be cured. Sarah immediately thought to herself, I hope she never recovers. That bitch is so tough, what if she actually gets better? God, please make sure she dies quickly. Isaac's fists clenched with audible cracks. Observing their 5 different expressions, an idea formed in my mind. Sarah, I weakly extended my hand toward her, come here. Sarah's face changed color, but she had no choice but to approach. What act are you putting on now? Some last-minute sisterly bond before death? It makes me sick. I held her hand and deliberately said loudly, Sarah, all these years the brothers have only doted on you. I've actually been quite envious. Now that I'm about to die, you'll be their only daughter from now on. You must take good care of yourself and not let the brothers worry. Sarah's tears fell even harder. Sister, don't say that. You won't die. Her inner thoughts screamed, well said. Die quickly. Once you're dead, I'll be the one and only heiress. Then all the affection and the entire fortune will be mine. Bang. Big brother Charles punched the wall. Cracks instantly appeared on the surface. Everyone was startled. Big brother? Sarah gazed at him with trembling fear. Charles withdrew his hand, his knuckles already a bloody mess. He gave Sarah a cold glance before turning to leave. I'll go handle the hospitalization procedures. The other brothers also began making excuses to depart one after another. I'll contact some specialists. I'll go research the relevant legal provisions. I'll go buy something. Then I'll go help. In the blink of an eye, only Sarah and I were left in the hospital room. Sarah still held my hand, but the expression on her face gradually changed. With my brothers no longer around, she couldn't even be bothered to pretend. What bad luck. Do I really have to stay with you? In your dreams. She shook off my hand, wiping hers on her clothes in disgust. Natalie, you're quite the actress, she sneered. Playing the weakling? Trying to make the brothers feel sorry for you? I leaned against the pillow, watching her calmly. Oh? And wasn't your performance just now even more impressive? Sarah's face darkened. Mine was genuine. Unlike you, who's been playing the victim since childhood to win sympathy. The brothers have seen through you long ago, that's why they don't like you. Does this bitch deserve their affection? She's just a fake. Once she's dead, I'll scatter her ashes to the wind. I curled my lips into a smile. Oh really? Then how do you explain why Big Brother flew into such a rage just now? Sarah froze. That's right. Big Brother's reaction had indeed been extremely unusual. And the other brothers had been acting strangely too. Could it be, they've discovered something? Impossible. I acted so perfectly. It must be this bitch playing tricks. Just then, the hospital room door swung open. A nurse entered. Natalie, right? The VIP room is ready for you now. VIP ward? Sarah's expression changed. Wait, who arranged for her to stay in the VIP ward? The nurse gave her a strange look. Your eldest brother personally arranged it. He even said to use the best medical team with 24-hour monitoring. What? Big Brother arranged a VIP ward for that bitch? How much would that cost? Why spend it on her? The VIP ward was spacious and bright, fully equipped, almost like the presidential suite of a 5-star hotel. I had just settled onto the leather sofa when the door swung open. Second brother Mark entered with a medical team. This is a top-tier medical team specializing in blood disorders, he said, adjusting his newly replaced glasses. They'll develop the most suitable treatment plan for you. Professor Hansen stepped forward and said to me, Hello Natalie, we will do our utmost to treat your illness. Before I could speak, Sarah rushed in breathlessly. Second brother, she gasped. How could you do this? Mark frowned. Do what? To hire such an expensive medical team. Sarah gritted her teeth. Sister is already terminal, no matter how much money you spend. She thought to herself, it's incurable anyway. Why waste the money? Wouldn't it be better to keep that money for me? That limited edition bag I want is only $2 million, and they won't buy it for me. Yet now they're willing to spend tens of millions on this bitch? Mark's face instantly darkened. Sarah. He rarely used that tone with Sarah. Sarah was startled by his icy voice. Second brother? Get out. What? I said, get out. Mark enunciated each word clearly, don't disturb Natalie's rest. Sarah widened her eyes in disbelief. He's telling me to leave? He's actually kicking me out for that bitch? Mark. Just you wait. She stamped her foot angrily before storming off. Professor Hansen asked awkwardly, that young lady was. It's nothing. Mark regained his professional smile. Professor, could you please give my sister a full checkup first? Sister. He called me sister. This was the first time. The examination lasted 2 hours. During this time, my other brothers gradually returned home. The eldest brother brought a pile of nutritional supplements and medical equipment. The third brother carried thick stacks of medical dispute reference materials. The fourth brother lugged bags full of skincare products and snacks for girls. The fifth brother was even more excessive, he directly hauled in a top-tier gaming console. "Being sick is boring, you can pass time by gaming," he said while scratching his head. "I've already downloaded all the popular games for you." Staring at the mountain of items piled in the hospital room, I felt dazed. In my past life, they had never cared for me like this. Even when I was gravely ill, they would just perfunctorily visit for a glance before leaving. All their concern and affection had been given to Sarah. "What are you all doing?" My eldest brother Charles sat by my bedside. "Natalie, we've truly neglected you all these years. Now that you're sick, we want to properly make it up to you." "Compensation?" came Sarah's sharp inner voice from the doorway. "Hypocrites. Once this bitch dies, all this stuff will be mine anyway. But they're acting so strange today, why are they suddenly being so nice to her?" I glanced toward the door and saw Sarah peeking from outside. When she noticed me looking, she immediately put on a worried expression and walked in. "Brothers, you're all here," she said with a sweet smile. "That's great, I'm sure sister is very happy." Her thoughts echoed, "Happy my ass. Why does she get so many things? Does this bitch even deserve it?" Lucas suddenly stood up. "I need to make a phone call." With that, he quickly left. The other brothers' expressions were equally grim. I decided to fan the flames further. "Sarah, come here," I beckoned to her. Sarah reluctantly approached. Taking her hand, I feigned weakness. "Sarah, if I really can't be cured, promise me one thing." "Don't say such things, sister." "Let me finish." I interrupted her. "I know you've always thought I was competing for their affection all these years, but I never was. I just wanted to receive a little care from our brothers too." Sarah thought to herself, playing the victim? Disgusting. You just want to steal everything that belongs to me. Too bad you're about to die, no more stealing for you. Fifth brother Isaac suddenly stood up, his chair toppling over with a loud crash. I need to make a phone call too." He practically fled the hospital room. Sarah stared at his retreating figure in confusion. What's wrong with fifth brother today? So jumpy. Could it be that this bitch is really about to die, and they're finally feeling guilty? Where was this conscience earlier? I continued my performance. "Sarah, when I pass away, you must take good care of yourself. Also, there's a box in my bedside drawer containing Mom's keepsakes she left for me. I want to give it to you." At the mention of Mom, Sarah's expression changed. "Mom's keepsakes? That bitch left something for her? Could there be something harmful to me inside?" On the surface, she appeared moved to tears. "Sister, you should keep Mom's things safe for yourself. I can't accept them. Better refuse for now. Once she's dead, those things will still be mine anyway. I'll be the first to inspect them then, and destroy anything problematic." The eldest and second brother exchanged a glance, both wearing grave expressions. Third brother Jacob suddenly spoke up. "Since we're talking about Mom's belongings, Natalie, do you remember what Mom said before she passed away?" I froze. I was adopted as a child. I was only 8 when Mom died. She left suddenly, a heart attack. On her deathbed, she gripped my hand tightly, trying to say something, but ultimately passed without uttering another word. Mom didn't say anything. I shook my head. Sarah immediately chimed in, "Yeah, third brother, Mom left too suddenly." But the voice in my mind rang out, "That bitch wanted to talk, but I took care of her. Who told her to uncover the truth? Serves her right for meddling." What? I abruptly turned to look at Sarah. What was she saying? Mom's death was related to her? Second brother Mark's phone suddenly fell to the ground with a crisp clatter. The eldest brother's face was as pale as paper. The third brother stared at Sarah with a gaze so intense it seemed he wanted to devour her alive. Sarah continued playing dumb. "Brothers, what's wrong with you? Are you thinking of Mom and feeling sad?" "I miss Mom too." But in her heart, she thought, miss her my ass. That bitch deserved to die. Otherwise, my true identity would have been exposed long ago. Identity? What identity? Just then, Professor Hansen returned with the test results. Natalie's condition is indeed serious, he said with a grave expression. We must start chemotherapy as soon as possible while searching for a suitable bone marrow match. If we can find a compatible donor, the chances of a cure will significantly improve. The second brother immediately responded, we'll all get tested. I've already arranged it, the nurse will come to draw our blood soon. Sarah's face changed, wait. Why should we get tested? She panicked inwardly, what a joke. Expect me to donate marrow to that bitch? Not a chance. The eldest brother said coldly, as her sister, you have the highest probability of a successful bone marrow match. But. Sarah bit her lip, my health isn't very good. The doctor said I'm anemic. I don't want to donate to her. Why should I suffer to save her? It'd be best if no one matches, let her wait for death. Third brother Jacob sneered, anemic? How come I remember you ran a marathon last month? Sarah was at a loss for words. Just then, I suddenly began coughing violently. Cough, cough. A mouthful of blood sprayed onto the snow-white bedsheet, a shocking sight. Natalie. All my brothers gathered around. The second eldest immediately checked my condition, his expression growing increasingly grim. The condition has worsened, we must administer the medication immediately. Professor Hansen and the medical team sprang into action. Various instruments were connected to me as drugs flowed into my body through 4 tubes. Leaning back on the pillow, I felt the world spinning around me. This sensation was exactly the same as in my previous life. Pain, despair, and profound resentment. Sarah stood in the corner, a glint of satisfaction flashing in her eyes. Spitting blood. Perfect. Looks like she won't last 3 months. Maybe she'll die within a month. I closed my eyes, pretending to be unconscious. But I could clearly hear everything happening around me. It's all our fault. Fifth brother's voice was choked with tears. If only we'd cared about her sooner, she wouldn't have gotten so seriously ill. What's the point of saying this now? Eldest brother's voice was grave. The urgent matter at hand is finding a way to save her. I've contacted the world's top hematology specialists, second brother said. They'll arrive within 3 days. I'm also coordinating with the bone marrow bank, third brother chimed in. If that doesn't work out, we'll search globally. TCH. What a waste of money. Sarah's inner voice rang out. Why bother searching? That bitch deserves to die. Why are you putting on this show of sibling affection now? When did you ever care about her before? Fourth brother suddenly spoke up, Sarah, you should go back first. What? Sarah was stunned. Natalie needs quiet rest. Too many people isn't good. Fourth brother didn't even look at her. Go back and prepare. Come tomorrow for the blood test and matching. Sarah protested unwillingly, but I want to stay with my sister. Go back. Eldest brother suddenly erupted, his voice frighteningly loud. Sarah trembled in fright. Charles. Why are you shouting? She's just a worthless bitch who's about to die. Just wait and see, once she's dead, let's see how long you can keep acting so high and mighty. She stomped away angrily. The hospital room fell silent. I cracked my eyes open slightly and saw all 5 of my brothers sitting by my bedside. Their expressions were graver than I'd ever seen before. So, you all heard it too? Second brother broke the silence. The others nodded. Mom's death. Third brother's voice trembled, was it really connected to her? And what about Natalie's origins? The eldest brother clenched his fists. What did she mean by her origins just now? The fifth brother frantically ran his hands through his hair. So all these years, we've been deceived? The sister we've doted on for 10 years is actually... He couldn't finish his sentence. The hospital room fell into deathly silence. I continued pretending to be unconscious, listening to my brother's conversation. We must investigate this thoroughly. Big brother Charles's voice was cold. Jacob, you're responsible for investigating the truth behind Mom's death. Mark, you look into Natalie and Sarah's birth records. Lucas, you have wide connections in the entertainment industry. See if anyone knows what happened back then. Isaac, you're good with hacking. Look into all of Sarah's information. Yes, the four brothers chorused in unison. Listening to their arrangements, my heart was a tumult of mixed emotions. If only they had been like this in my previous life. No, there are no ifs. In that life, I had already died, silently, unnoticed. This time, I won't repeat the same mistakes. After they all left, I slowly woke up. I took out my phone and flipped to the photo album. Inside was a family portrait, taken 1 month before Mom passed away. In the photo, Mom held me with a tender smile. Sarah stood beside us, her small frame radiating innocence. Who would have guessed that this seemingly harmless little girl would be the one to cause Mom's death? I zoomed in on the photo, carefully studying Mom's face. Thinking back now, Mom was indeed acting strangely during that time. She would often stare at me absent-mindedly, hesitating to speak multiple times. Once, she held me and cried for a long time, repeatedly saying I'm sorry. When I asked her what was wrong, she just shook her head. Could it be, she had already discovered something back then? As I was pondering, the door creaked open. Sarah sneaked in furtively. Seeing me awake, she froze momentarily before instantly putting on a concerned expression. Sis, you're awake? How are you feeling? While inwardly cursing, why isn't she dead yet? Didn't she just vomit blood earlier? I looked at her weakly. It's all right. Sarah, why did you come back so late? She walked to my bedside and took out a thermal container. I made some porridge for you, she said with a sweet smile. Patients need more nutrition. In her mind, she thought, I added something special to this porridge. It won't kill you, but it's enough to make you suffer more. Since you're going to die anyway, might as well make it a painful death. I stared at that bowl of porridge, sneering internally. In my past life, she often brought me food. I used to be moved by her concern, unaware that she'd been lacing those meals with something. Though not fatal, it made my body grow weaker and weaker. Thank you, Sarah. I took the porridge. You're so kind. A flash of smugness crossed Sarah's eyes. Eat it while it's hot, sis. I lifted a spoonful to my lips. Just then. Stop. The door burst open as fifth brother Isaac charged in. He snatched the bowl from my hands and glared at Sarah. What did you put in this porridge? Sarah's face turned pale. Fifth brother, what are you talking about? I didn't. Panicking internally, damn. How does he know? Has he been watching me all along? Fifth brother sneered, you didn't? Then dare you take a sip? He held the bowl out to Sarah. Sarah instinctively stepped back. I'm not hungry. Not hungry? Didn't you just say this was specially made for Natalie? Fifth brother pressed closer step by step. Since it's something good, what's the harm in you taking a sip? Damn it, damn it, damn it. The dosage in this, if I drink it. Her inner monologue betrayed everything. Fifth brother's expression grew increasingly terrifying. Just then, the other brothers arrived on the scene. Taking in the situation, they immediately understood what was happening. Second brother took the bowl of porridge, I'll have it tested. Third brother blocked Sarah who was trying to escape, you'd better come clean. Eldest brother's voice was cold as ice, Sarah, you'd better explain yourself clearly. Sarah kept making excuses, I really didn't do anything. Why won't you believe me? Thinking to herself, act. Keep acting. They have no evidence. As long as I don't admit it, they can't do anything to me. Fourth brother suddenly spoke up, do you think we can't do anything to you just because you refuse to admit it? Sarah stared at him in shock. How could he? The five brothers exchanged glances, each seeing identical fury in the other's eyes. Sarah, eldest brother, said word by word, "From now on, you are not to approach Natalie again." On what grounds? Sarah shrieked, "I'm her sister. I'm the real daughter of this family. How dare this impostor try to drive me away?" Impostor? The expressions on the five brothers' faces changed. Third brother Jacob narrowed his eyes. "What did you just say? Who's the impostor?" Sarah froze, then shook her head in panic. "I didn't say anything." She thought to herself, "Oh no. I got too carried away just now. No way, they must never find out the truth." "You're saying Natalie is an impostor?" Second brother adjusted his glasses, the lenses reflecting a cold gleam. "Then who's the real one?" Sarah bit her lip and remained silent. What's wrong with them? Why do they keep questioning me? It's almost like they can hear what I'm thinking. She suddenly looked up, staring at her brothers in terror. No, impossible. How could such a thing be possible? Fifth brother sneered, "Well? Figured it out now?" Sarah, but Songchen hesitated in her heart. "Can they hear me? If you can hear me, blink your eyes." All five brothers subconsciously blinked simultaneously. "Ah!" Songchen let out a scream, collapsing onto the floor. "Impossible. This can't be happening. How could they hear my thoughts? How is something like this even possible?" I leaned against the bed, watching her break down with cold eyes. "Songchen, oh Songchen. Could you ever have dreamed of this? This time, the heavens have finally opened their eyes." The eldest brother crouched in front of her. "Can you tell the truth now? Is Natalie really an impostor? If she is, then who are you?" Sarah held her head, trembling all over. "It's over, it's over, it's over. They all know. What should I do?" The second brother took out his phone. "I just found something interesting. 10 years ago, our family did have a daughter born. But strangely, the birth records were artificially altered." The third brother chimed in. "I also found out that, a week before Mom passed away, she went to a paternity testing center. But the test results are missing." The fourth brother said coldly, "A friend of mine in the entertainment industry told me about a scandal that happened in our family years ago. It was said that someone had switched the babies. But it was quickly suppressed." The fifth brother was most direct. "I hacked into the hospital system and discovered one thing. Sarah's blood type couldn't possibly be our parents' child." Piece by piece, the evidence was laid out before them. Sarah completely panicked. "They've found out everything. I'm finished. No, I can't admit defeat." Suddenly she stood up, glaring at me viciously. "So what if it's true?" She tore off all pretenses. "That's right, I'm not this family's daughter. But so what? For the past 10 years, it's me you've all doted on and cherished. What does Natalie amount to? Just some pitiful nobody no one wants. Even if the truth comes out, so what? Were these 10 years of affection all a lie? Would they really have the heart to drive me away?" I finally spoke up. "So, it was you who killed Mom?" Sarah smirked triumphantly. "So what if I did? Who asked her to meddle? She found out about my background and wanted to bring you back, the little bastard. Of course I couldn't let that happen. That bitch's heart medication, I switched it. When she was dying, she still wanted to tell you the truth. What a pity, she didn't get to say anything in time." "You." Second brother, usually so gentle and refined, now looked like a raging lion. He grabbed Sarah by the throat. "You killed Mom." The other brother's eyes burned with fury. When their mother died, they were still so young. The pain of losing her had left scars in their hearts that never healed. They had always believed it was because of me that Mom died. That's why they treated me so coldly all these years. And now, the real murderer stood before them. The very sister they had doted on for the past decade. "Let me go." Sarah struggled. "Murder is punishable by death." Her mind clung to hope. "They wouldn't dare kill me. They're honorable men. Not like me, I'd dare anything. The third brother calmly pulled the second brother away. Don't dirty your hands. The law will punish her. He took out his phone. I've already recorded everything. This is the evidence. Sarah's face turned deathly pale. A recording? When did he? The eldest brother's expression remained impassive. Sarah, your good days are over. Someone, lock her up and wait for the police. Bodyguards entered and began dragging Sarah away. She struggled wildly. No. You can't do this to me. It's your fault. Your family took the wrong child. Why give me everything just to take it away? Why? It's all Natalie's fault. If it weren't for her, I'd be the real heiress. I hate her. I want her dead. At that moment, I suddenly began coughing violently. This time it wasn't an act. I was genuinely unwell. Cough, cough. Large amounts of blood gushed from my mouth, more than before, more terrifying. Natalie. My brothers forgot about Sarah and all rushed to my side. The second brother conducted a quick examination, his expression turning extremely grim. Not good, it's an acute episode. Call the doctor immediately. Alarms blared as doctors and nurses charged in. Chaos ensued. I was wheeled into the emergency room. In my fading consciousness, I could still hear Sarah screaming. Go to hell. Just die already. Even if I'm done for, don't think you'll get off easy. What you owe me, you'll pay with your life. I lay in the ICU for 3 days and 3 nights. They said I almost didn't make it. When I opened my eyes again, I saw the haggard faces of my 5 brothers. They had all been keeping vigil by my bedside, their eyes bloodshot. Seeing me wake up, the 5th brother leapt up excitedly. She's awake. Natalie's awake. My second brother immediately checked my condition and only breathed a sigh of relief after confirming all my vital signs were stable. How are you feeling? My eldest brother's voice was soft, as if afraid of startling me. I weakly shook my head. Okay. Where's Sarah? At the mention of that name, my brother's expressions darkened. The third brother spoke up. She's already been taken away by the police. Charged with attempted murder. Although Mom's case is past the statute of limitations, the evidence of her poisoning you is irrefutable. And what's more? He paused. We found out that over the years, she has done you no small amount of harm. The reason your health has been so poor is largely because she has been slowly poisoning your food. Fourth brother said guiltily, Natalie, I'm sorry. All these years, No need to apologize, I interrupted him. You are victims too. Yes, they too had been deceived for 10 years. They had treated their enemy like a sister, while coldly neglecting their own flesh and blood. If not for my rebirth this time, they might never have learned the truth in their entire lives. Does Dad know? I asked. Dad had been abroad on business all these years and rarely came home. The eldest brother nodded. He's already been notified. He's on his way back now. And also, he took out a sandalwood box. These are Mom's belongings. We think you should be the one to keep them. I took the box and opened it. Inside was a necklace, a diary, and a few photos. I picked up the diary and flipped through it. Mom's delicate handwriting came into view. On a certain day, I discovered a horrifying secret. Sarah might not be my child. Her blood type doesn't match. On a certain day, I secretly took a paternity test. Sure enough, Sarah isn't our child. Then where is my daughter? Where is my real daughter? On a certain date, I found out, the hospital really did switch the babies back then. Natalie is my biological daughter. Oh my God, what have I done all these years? I've been neglecting my own daughter while doting on a stranger's child. On a certain day of a certain month, I will tell the family the truth. Natalie is our daughter, and she deserves the love that is rightfully hers. As for Sarah, although she is not my biological child, I have raised her for 7 years and have developed feelings for her. I will find a good family for her. On a certain day, Sarah found out. That child's eyes were so terrifying. She said if I dared to speak the truth, she would. No, she's just a child, just saying things in anger. The diary ends here. The next page was torn out. And mother passed away 3 days after writing this entry. My hands are trembling. Mother had known the truth all along. She wanted to reclaim me, but Sarah. Natalie. Second brother patted my shoulder gently. Don't be too sad. Mother would surely be comforted if she knew the truth has come to light. I nodded and carefully put the diary away. By the way. Fourth brother seemed to recall something. The bone marrow matching results are out. My heart tightened. This was about whether I could survive or not. All 5 of us went for the test. Fifth brother said excitedly, "Guess what? Big brother is a match for you." I looked at big brother in surprise. The eldest brother smiled slightly. "The surgery is scheduled for next week. Take good care of your health, we will definitely cure you." My eyes welled up with tears. In my past life, no one was willing to donate bone marrow to me. I could only wait to die. But in this life. Thank you. What are you thanking us for? The third brother ruffled my hair. "We're family." Family. What a beautiful word. 1 week later, the transplant surgery proceeded as planned. The operation was successful. But this was only the beginning, with a long recovery period still ahead. I needed to stay in a sterile ward to avoid any infections. My brothers took turns keeping me company. After finishing work at the company, my eldest brother would come to the hospital to stay with me. My second brother would teach me medical knowledge to help me understand my condition. My third brother brought various case files, saying he wanted to cultivate my legal awareness. My fourth brother was even more outrageous. He performed a one-man show right in the hospital room. As for my fifth brother, he would play video games with me and even created a 7 siblings gaming team. "Wait a minute," I reminded him. "There are only 6 of us." Fifth brother smiled mysteriously. "There's one more." Just then, the hospital room door was pushed open. A middle-aged man walked in. He bore a 70% resemblance to eldest brother, but appeared more mature and steady. "Dad?" I asked uncertainly. After all, it had been so long since I'd last seen him. Dad quickly approached my bedside, his eyes rimmed red. "Natalie, your father came back too late." He grasped my hand, his voice choked with emotion. "All these years, I've been busy with business outside and neglected you. If I'd cared a little more, perhaps I could have discovered earlier. It's all my fault. I shouldn't have stayed away for so long. My daughter has suffered so much. I've failed as a father." I can hear his inner thoughts too. I looked at my brothers, and they all nodded. "It seems Dad is special too." "Dad, it's not your fault," I comforted him. "No one could have seen this coming." Dad shook his head. "I've made up my mind, no more business trips from now on. Your eldest brother will take over company matters. I want to spend quality time with you. When you recover, I'll take you traveling around the world. Anywhere you want to go. I need to make it up to my daughter. I'll repay her double for all the fatherly love she missed in these 10 years. I smiled and said, "Okay." From that day on, we truly became a family. Dad came to the hospital every day to tell me stories of his youth. My brothers practically turned the hospital into their second home. Just when I thought everything was heading in a good direction, an unexpected incident occurred. Suddenly, the door to the hospital room was thrown open. A woman stumbled in, rushing frantically. It was Sarah. Somehow, she had escaped from custody. She looked disheveled, her eyes wild with madness. "Natalie!" She gripped a fruit knife in her hand and charged straight at me. "Die. If I can't have it, neither will you. Let's go to hell together." Fifth brother reacted the fastest, pushing me aside. The knife slashed across his arm, blood pouring out. The other brothers arrived just then. The bodyguards rushed in and subdued Sarah. She was still screaming wildly, "Why? Why do you get everything? I'm the daughter of this family. I am. Heaven is so unfair. Why did I have to be born to poor parents? Why did she get to take my place?" Second brother quickly tended to fifth brother's wound. Fortunately, it was just a superficial injury. The police arrived soon after and took Sarah away again. This time, with additional charges against her, she'll likely be spending a long time in prison. Looking at fifth brother's bandaged arm, I was overwhelmed with guilt. "I'm sorry, it's all because of me." Fifth brother waved it off casually. "What are you talking about? Protecting our little sister is a brother's duty." "That's right," the other brothers chimed in. "We'll be more careful from now on," said the eldest brother. "We won't let anyone hurt you again." I nodded, feeling warmth in my heart. Later, I heard that Sarah was sentenced to 20 years in prison. Intentional homicide, poisoning, and prison escape with assault. With multiple charges stacked against her, she was finished for life. Another 3 months passed. I was finally discharged from the hospital. Dad prepared a grand welcome ceremony. "Welcome home, our little princess." The front door was adorned with balloons and ribbons. Stepping into the long unvisited home, everything seemed unchanged, yet somehow entirely different. In the past, this house had felt icy to me. Now, it was brimming with warmth. Dad raised his glass, "To our reunion, cheers." And to Natalie's recovery. Everyone lifted their glasses in response. After dinner, eldest brother handed me a black card. "You've suffered these years, this is our compensation. Spend the money freely, and ask for more if it's not enough." I declined. "There's no need. Take it." My eldest brother's tone brooked no refusal. "You've earned this." When my other brothers found out, they all insisted on giving me money too. Second brother gifted me an apartment in the city center. Third brother transferred shares from several companies to me. Fourth brother was even more direct. He handed over all his acting fee cards to me. Though the youngest, fifth brother wouldn't be outdone either, transferring all his competition prize money into my account. I couldn't help but laugh. "Are you all trying to spoil me rotten? So what if we spoil you?" Dad said with a smile. "Our family's little princess deserves to be pampered."